Webhouse Women's to Downtown Melo. You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Orlando for Monday, September 9th, 2024, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. James Earl Jones, who overcame racial prejudice and a severe stutter to become a celebrated icon of stage and screen, eventually lending his deep, commanding voice to CNN, The Lion King, and Darth Vader, has died. He was 93. His agent, Barry McPherson, confirmed that Jones died Monday morning at home in New York's Hudson Valley region. The cause of death was not immediately cleared. The pioneering Jones, who in 1965 became one of the first African-American actors in continuing roles on a daytime drama in As the World Turns, and worked deep into his 80s, won 2 Emmys, a Golden Globe, 2 Tony Awards, a Grammy, the National Medal of Arts, and the Kennedy Center Honors. He was also given an honorary Oscar and a special Tony for Lifetime Achievement. In 2022, a Broadway theater was renamed in his honor. He cut an elegant figure late in life with a wary sense of humor and a ferocious work habit. In 2015, he arrived at rehearsals for a Broadway run of The Gin Game, having already memorized the play and with notebooks filled with comments from the creative team. He said he was always in service of the work. He told the Associated Press then, "The need to storytell has always been with us. I think it first happened around campfires when the man came home and told his family he got the bear. The bear didn't get him." Jones created such memorable film roles as the reclusive writer coaxed back into the spotlight in Field of Dreams, the boxer Jack Johnson in the stage and screen hit The Great White Hope, the writer Alex Haley in Roots, The Next Generation, and a South African minister in Cry the Beloved Country. He was also a sought-after voice actor expressing the villainy of Darth Vader, as well as the benign dignity of King Mufasa in both the 1994 and 2019 version of Disney's The Lion King, and announcing This is CNN during station breaks. He won a 1977 Grammy for his performance of the Great American Documents audiobook. Samuel L. Jackson once said, "If you are an actor or aspire to be an actor, if you pound the pavement in these streets looking for jobs, one of the first standards we always had was to be a James Earl Jones." Some of his other films included Dr. Strangelove, The Greatest with Muhammad Ali, Conan the Barbarian, 3 Fugitives, and Plain and Admiral, and 3 blockbusters: Tom Clancy's adaptation, The Hunt for Red October, Patriot Games, and Clear and Present Danger. In a rare comedy, he also starred in a rare comedy, Claudine. Jones had an on-screen love affair with Diane Carroll. LeVar Burton, who starred alongside Jones in the TV movie Guyana Tragedy, the story of Jim Jones, paid tribute on X, writing, "There will never be another of his particular combination of graces." Jones made his Broadway debut in 1958's Sunrise at Campobello, and will win his 2 Tony Awards for The Great White Hope in 1969 and Fences in 1987. He also was nominated for On Golden Pond in 2005 and Gore Vidal's The Best Man in 2012. He was celebrated for his command of Shakespeare and Arthur Fugleik alike. Most recent Broadway appearances included Cat on a Haunted Roof, Driving Miss Daisy, The Iceman Cometh, and You Can Take It With You. As a rising stage and television actor, he performed with the New York Shakespeare Festival Theater in Othello, Macbeth, and King Lear in off-Broadway plays. Jones was born by the light of an oil lamp in a shack in Acapulco, Mississippi, on January 17, 1931. His father, Robert Earl Jones, had deserted his wife before the baby's arrival to pursue life as a boxer and later as an actor. When Jones was 6, his mother took him to his parents' farm near Manistee, Michigan. His grandparents adopted the boy and raised him. Jones wrote in his autobiography, Voices in Silence, "A world ended for me, the safe world of childhood. The move from Mississippi to Michigan was supposed to be a glorious event. For me, it was heartbreak, and not long after that, I began to stutter." Too embarrassed to speak, he remained virtually mute for years, communicating with teachers and fellow students with handwritten notes. A sympathetic high school teacher, Donald Crutch, learned that the boy wrote poetry and demanded that Jones read one of his poems aloud in class. He did it so flawlessly. Teachers and students worked together to restore the boy's normal speech. He said, "I could not get enough of speaking, debating, orating, acting," he recalled in his book. At the University of Michigan, he failed the pre-med exam and switched to drama, also playing 4 seasons of basketball. He served in the Army from 1953 to 1955. In New York, he moved in with his father and enrolled with the American Theater Wing program for young actors. Father and son waxed floors to support themselves while looking for acting jobs. True stardom came suddenly in 1970 with The Great White Hope, Howard Sacker's Pulitzer Prize-winning Broadway play depicting the struggles of Jack Johnson, the first black heavyweight boxing champion, amid the racism of the early 20th century America. In 1972, Jones repeated his role in the movie version and was nominated for an Academy Award as Best Actor. Jones's 2 wives were also actors. He married Juliette Marie Hendricks in 1967. After the divorce, he married Cecilia Hart, best known for her role as Stacey Erickson in the CBS police drama Paris. In 1982, they had a son, Flynn Earl, born in 1983. In 2022, the Court Theater on Broadway was renamed after Jones, with a ceremony that included Norm Lewis singing "Go for the Distance," Bram Stokes Mitchell singing "Make Them Hear You," and words from Mayor Eric Adams, Samuel L. Jackson, and LaTanya Richardson Jackson. Director Kelly Neone told the AP, "You can't think of an artist that has served the America more. It seems like a small act, but it's a huge action. It's something we can look up and see that's tangible." Citing his stutter as one of the reasons he wasn't a political activist, Jones nonetheless hoped his art could change minds. He said to AP, "I realized early on from people like Ethel Fugard that you cannot change anybody's mind no matter what you do. As a preacher, as a scholar, you cannot change their mind, but you can change the way they feel." Jones was 93. Pedro Almodóvar's The Room Next Door won the Venice Film Festival's top honor, the Golden Lion, this weekend. The Silver Lion Grand Jury Prize went to Maura de Pero's Vermiglio, while the Silver Lion for Best Director was presented to Brady Corbet for The Brutalist. Nicole Kidman, who abruptly left the festival after learning of the death of her mother, Janelle Ann Kidman, on Saturday, won the Best Actress prize for Baby Girl. Vincent Lindon was named Best Actor for his role in the film Je Avais les Feux, and Muriel Hauser and Hector Leguirega earned the accolade for Best Screenplay for Andit Esto Aquí. Back to the Future icon Lea Thompson and Marvelous Mrs. Maisel alum Kevin Pollak have signed on to star in the family drama film What If? Lindsay McKay is helming the movie, which was written by Leanne Melissa Bishop and will co-star Bishop and Aaron Ashmore. Bishop will play Marley, a woman who realizes in her 40s that she was placed with the wrong family during the hospital mix-up. Thompson and Pollak will play her parents, and Ashmore will play an old high school friend who helps her deal with the earth-shattering news and find her biological family. Producer Michael P. Mason said in a statement Monday, "We're all beyond excited about the talented cast we've assembled. What If is filled with complex, layered characters, and this cast's combined talent and experience are a perfect fit to breathe life into this heartfelt story." These days, audiences are yearning for authenticity in their content. There's a real desire globally for films that tell these kind of universal human stories. Lindsay has such a great instinct with characters. We can't wait to see how she works with this incredible cast to bring the script to life. Shout Studios announced Monday that it's bringing the Jim Henson film Labyrinth and the Dark Crystal to 4K UHD and Blu-ray collector's set. The film collector sets are available November 19th. Shout took over the home video releases for the films this year, releasing them digitally February 6th. Sony Pictures previously handled home videos. Henson's daughter Lisa, who was a production assistant on The Dark Crystal and is now the CEO of the Jim Henson Company, told UPI in an interview that Shout's way of meeting today's viewers where they want to see movies, as well as give young viewers their first chance to see the films from the 80s. She also said the techniques her father developed from 1982's Dark Crystal were used in creatures like Yoda and last year's Five Nights at Freddy. Lisa's brother Brian, who worked on Labyrinth as a puppeteer captain, said in 1986 Labyrinth got negative reviews and was pulled from theaters after 3 weeks. In the early days of home video, the VHS edition made the film a hit in rentals. Shout's collector's set include new Q&A from fan events and Labyrinths, including a juggling lesson. Previously released bonus features are also included. The Dark Crystal is about a quest to fix the broken crystal in a fantasy realm. Netflix produced a prequel series, The Dark Crystal, Age of Resistance, in 2019. Labyrinth starred the late David Bowie as the Goblin King, who takes teenage Sarah, played by Jennifer Connelly, baby brother away at her request. Sarah ventures through his labyrinth filled with Henson creatures and Bowie's music to rescue him. The Henson Company is developing a Labyrinth sequel with director David Derrickson writing it with C. Robert Cargill. Searchlight Pictures is teasing the new film Hold Your Breath. The studio shared a first teaser for the movie Monday featuring American Horror Story and Ratchet actress Sarah Paulson. Hold Your Breath is a psychological horror film written by Carrie Krause and directed by Krause and Will Joines. The movie takes place in Oklahoma during the Dust Bowl. The official description reads, in 1930s Oklahoma, amid the region's horrific dust storms, a woman, played by Paulson, is convinced that a sinister presence is threatening her family. The trailer shows Margaret, played by Paulson, tried to protect her daughters from a murderous drifter and the mysterious gray man. One of the daughters reads from a book, "You can't keep him out. He seeps through the cracks and gets inside you. He's all around us. If you breathe him in, he'll make you do terrible things." Ebon Moss-Bachrach, Amma Miller, Anna Lee Ashford, and Alana James Ribbons also star. Hold Your Breath will premiere at the Toronto International Film Festival on Thursday. The movie starts streaming October 3rd on Hulu. A new season of Drag Race España introduced 12 new queens and welcomed back judges Javier Ambrosia, Javier Calvo, and Anna Locking. Season 4 dropped on Wow Present Plus on September 22nd and will star Supreme Deluxe as a returning host. The official synopsis reads, each week the queens will compete in a variety of gag-worthy challenges and wig-snatching runway categories for the next chance to be crowned Spain's next drag superstar. Contestants are between 23 and 44 years old and have styles that range from surrealism and punk to elegant and classy. This season includes Angelina La Perversia, Chloe Vitu, Dita Dubois, Kelly Pasa, La Nina del Lantro, Le Coco, Marina Stars, Megan Yellow, Miss Cristo, Porcia the Club Kid, Shanti La Santa, and Vampire Shrien. The announcement follows the recent finale of Drag Race Mexico and the recent announcement of the September 26th premiere of Drag Race UK Season 6. Selena Gomez, Steve Martin, and Dick Van Dyke are among the stars who will present Emmy Awards during the 76th annual event. The hosts of the show which premieres on Sunday, will be hosted by father and son pair Eugene and Dan Levy. Selena Gomez, who recently was named a billionaire in the Bloomberg Report, is also nominated for Outstanding Actress in a Comedy Series. Her Only Murders in the Building co-star and fellow presenter Steve Martin is nominated for Outstanding Actor in a Comedy Series. Dick Van Dyke will also present. He won a Daytime Emmy Award earlier this year for Best Guest Performance on a Daytime Drama. Other presenters include Viola Davis, Colin Farrell, Lily Gladstone, Mindy Kaling, Jimmy Kimmel, Matt Bomer, Joshua Jackson, Don Johnson, Greta Lee, John Leguizamo, George Lopez, Ebon Moss-Bachrach, Martin Sheen, Martin Short, Gene Smart, and Kristen Wiig. The official press release reads, the diverse lineup of talent represent critically acclaimed television series, Emmy-nominated programs across many viewing platforms and genres, and Emmy nominees. The ceremony premieres on ABC at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. NBC has announced that Jimmy Kimmel's Tonight Show will tape and air episodes 4 nights a week instead of 5 starting this fall. The Late Night Chat Show, which is broadcast in New York, will air new episodes Monday through Thursday, and show repeats on Fridays. Tonight was the last broadcast show to air 5 nights a week. ABC's Jimmy Kimmel Live, CBS's Late Show with Stephen Colbert, NBC's Late Night with Seth Meyers, and Comedy Central's The Daily Show are also on a 4-day schedule. Fallon is a Saturday Night Live alum who has hosted The Tonight Show since 2014. Previous MCs included Jay Leno, Johnny Carson, and Jack Parr. Sandra Oh, Nestor Cabernon, Michaela Cole, John Berthenow, and Jamie Lee Curtis won Creative Arts Emmys for their work on various TV shows over the weekend. Sandra Oh won her career first Emmy for producing Quiz Lady, which was named Best TV Movie. Carbonell earned his trophy for Best Guest Actor in a Drama for Shogun, and Cole picked up her prize for Guest Star Actress in a Drama for Mr. and Mrs. Smith, while Berthenow and Curtis scored their statuettes for Best Guest Actor and Actress in a Comedy for The Bear. Benji Pazik and Justin Paul won the Emmy for Best Original Music and Lyrics for the musical within the show Only Murders in the Building, allowing the composers to now claim EGOT status since they previously won Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Awards. Pat Sajak, who recently left Wheel of Fortune after 43 years, won the Emmy for Best Game Show Host. The Creative Arts Emmys were given out at ceremonies on Saturday and Sunday at the Peacock Theater in Los Angeles. Streaming service MGM Plus has canceled its series Beacon 23 and the Winter King. Beacon 23 starred Lena Headey and Stephen James. Based on the Hugh Howey's sci-fi short story of the same name, it ran for 2 seasons. The Winter King, led by Ian de Castistecker and Eddie Marsan, has its roots in medieval Arthurian legend. It was canceled after 1 season. Oscar-winning actress Patricia Arquette is set to star in a new Hulu series about the powerful Murdaugh family of South Carolina. The streaming service has said as the as-of-yet untitled show is based on Maggie, played by Arquette, and Alex Murdaugh's stranger-than-fiction family drama, a riveting account of drawing from countless hours of reporting by Mandy Matney, the journalist and creator of the popular Murdaugh Murder podcast, as well as exclusive insider knowledge from years spent following the case. The show was written and produced by Michael D. Fuller, whose credits include Quarry and Rectified, and Aaron Lee Carr, who worked on Britney vs. Spears and I Love You Now, Dead. Alex Murdaugh was convicted of the 2021 fatal shootings of Maggie and their son Paul. He is serving 2 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole. His request for a new trial was denied in January. Author Michael Connelly says Bosch Legacy, a series based on his best-selling book series, is to end after 3 seasons. The Amazon freebie show about a Los Angeles police detective turned private investigator was a sequel to Bosch, which aired on Prime Video for 7 seasons from 2014 to 2021. Both starred Titus Welliver as the titular crime fighter. Titus Welliver, Connelly posted on X Friday, "I'm happy to announce that the 3rd season of Bosch Legacy will premiere on Prime in March. I think it's our best yet. It will also be the last season, bringing the fitting close to a 10-season run with the character played so well by Titus Welliver." He also added, "We are currently in production on the Renee Ballard show, and if you know anything about my books, then you know you have not seen the last of Harry Bosch. It has been an amazing run with this character so far. There's that overused phrase, it takes a village, so I'll just say it takes at least a whole town to make a show like this. We've had the best people up and down the call sheet, actors, writers, directors, producers, and all the crew tried to make something special, and they certainly did. I'm very proud of what we did." Welliver released his own statement on the social media platforms. He said, "I'd like to thank all of the fans for a decade of incredible support, dedication, kindness to our show Bosch. You are the reason we have been able to continue telling our stories. Season 3 will be released in March 2025. Mimi Rogers and Madison Lintz co-star on Bosch Legacy. Maggie Q is set to headline the as-of-yet untitled Renee Ballard spinoff. Comedian John Mulaney and New Yorker contributor Simon Rich are reunited for a Broadway comedy which premieres on December 11th. Mulaney and Rich met at SNL Writers in 2008, and an all-in comedy about love was inspired by Rich's New Yorker pieces and short stories. Rich told the New York Times, "We jumped around between eras and countries and species, but they're all love stories." The show marks Rich's first Broadway play and Mulaney's second. Mulaney had previously appeared in Oh Hello on Broadway in 2016. The new show will star Richard Kind and Fred Armisen alongside Mulaney until January 12th. Renée Elise Goldsberry will perform alongside the trio until December 30th. Chloe Fineman will perform beginning January 2nd. All In will be on Broadway for a total of 10 weeks, and the remaining cast members have not yet been announced. Mulaney was recently seen in Everybody's in L.A. on Netflix. Ashley Tisdale has announced the birth of her second child. Tisdale posted on Instagram on Saturday, Emerson Clover French, "All of us three are obsessed with you." She landed September 6, 2024. Tisdale announced her pregnancy in March. She and her husband Christopher French are also the parents of daughter Jupiter Iris French III. Saturday's birth announcement included a black and white photo of baby Emerson, tiny hand held by those of her parents and big sister. Kendrick Lamar has signed on to headline NFL Super Bowl 59 halftime show in February. Lamar, who's 37, said in a statement Sunday, "Rap music is still the most impactful genre to date, and I'll be there to remind the world why. They've got the right one. The professional football game is to be played at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans on February 9th. The game will air on Fox." Steve Dudetsky, the head of music at the NFL, said, "Few artists have impacted music and culture as profoundly as Kendrick Lamar. Time and again, Kendrick has proven his unique ability to craft moments that resonate, redefine, and ultimately shake the very foundation of hip-hop." Dudetsky added, "We're excited to collaborate with Kendrick, Rock Nation, and Apple Music to deliver another unforgettable halftime show." Morgan Wallen leads the field with 7 with the Country Music Association Award nominations that were announced on Monday. Cody Johnson and Chris Stapleton follow with 5 nominations, and Post Malone and Lainey Wilson earned 4 nods each. Louis Bell, Luke Combs, Charlie Hanson, Hoskins, Jelly Roll, Megan Maroney, and Casey Musgraves are up for 3 prizes apiece. The winners will be announced at the Nashville Bridgestone Arena on November 20th. The ceremony will air live on ABC and next day on Hulu. Competing for the top prize of Entertainer of the Year are Luke Combs, Jelly Roll, Chris Stapleton, Morgan Wallen, and Lainey Wilson. The nominees for Best Album are Deeper Well by Casey Musgraves, Father and Sons by Luke Combs, Higher by Chris Stapleton, Leather by Cody Johnson, and Wisset Chapel by Jelly Roll. Up for Single of the Year are Bar Song Tipsy by Shabuzi, Dirt Cheap by Cody Johnson, I Had Some Help by Post Malone featuring Morgan Wallen, Watermelon Moonshine by Lainey Wilson, and White Horse by Chris Stapleton. Eminem will perform new songs when he opens the MTV Music Video Awards show on Wednesday. The Deficim Shady Coupa de Grace which dropped in July, is the first new album from the 51-year-old rapper since 2020. He described his latest project as conceptual and says the 19 songs were meant to be listened in a specific order for the meaning to shine through. Tracks include Toby with Big Sean and Baby Tron and Somebody Save Me with Jelly Roll. In addition to the opening performance, Eminem is up for 8 awards, which includes acknowledgement in a brand new category, VMA's Most Iconic Performance. He will face off with Beyonce, Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, and Madonna. A group performance from Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Missy Elliott, and Madonna is also in the running. The 15-time Grammy Award winner last kicked off the VMAs in 2010. The VMAs will be hosted by Megan Thee Stallion, and Katy Perry is the show's Video Vanguard Award winner. The show premieres September 11th. Will Jennings, the Oscar winner who wrote lyrics to My Heart Will Go On and Up Where We Belong, and was one of the best lyricists in the contemporary songwriting community, has died, his longtime publisher confirmed to Variety. No cause of death was announced, although he had been ill for some time. He was 80. Although the themes he co-wrote for Titanic, recorded by Celine Dion, and An Officer and a Gentleman, sung by Joe Cocker and Jennifer Warnes, won him his 2 Academy Awards, Jennings was equally renowned for a third film song, Tears in Heaven, performed and written by Eric Clapton for the movie Rush, which he won a Golden Globe for Best Original Song, as well as Grammys for Record of the Year and Song of the Year. He also won 3 Grammy Awards. Jennings also had major hits songs recorded by Whitney Houston, Steve Winwood, Dionne Warwick, Barry Manilow, Tim McGraw, among others. Jennings was 80. Pop star Sabrina Carpenter's Short and Sweet is the #1 album in the United States this week. Coming in #2 on the Billboard 200 charts dated Saturday is Travis Scott's Days Before Rodeo, followed by Post Malone's F1 Trillion at #3, Chappell Drone's Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess at #4, and Morgan Wallen's One Thing at a Time at #5. Running out the top tier are Taylor Swift's Torture Poets Department at #6, Billie Eilish's Hit Me Hard and Soft at #7, Lainey Wilson's Whirlwind at #8, Zach Bryan's The Great American Bar Scene at #9, and Noah Kahan's Stick Season at #10. And finally, the Michael Keaton Winona Ryder horror comedy Beetlejuice Beetlejuice is the #1 movie in North America, earning $110 million in receipts this weekend. BoxOfficeMojo.com announced on Sunday. Coming in #2 is Deadpool and Wolverine with $7.2 million. Reagan at #3 with $5.2 million. Alien Romulus at #4 with $3.9 million. And It Ends With Us at #5 with $3.8 million. Right at the top tier are The Forge at #6 with $2.9 million. Twisters at #7 with $2.3 million. Blink Twice at #8 with $2.2 million. Despicable Me 4 at #9 with $1.8 million. And The Front Room at #10 with $1.7 million. And that's your entertainment report for Monday, September 9th, 2024. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.